In the news, Governor Usman Ododo pledged to revive the lost glory of farmers by providing all mechanical support for modern farming in the state. Zamfara State Transport Agency intercept 50 trucks conveying foodstuffs out of the country to the Niger Republic. Guinea's military junta dissolved the government, seal all the country's border till further notice. In sport, Nigeria win 7 medals in the All-African Senior Badminton Championship in Cairo, Egypt. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Abiodun Sadiq. KOGI State Governor Ahmed Ododo has expressed his concern over the shortage of food and general inflation in the country. The government, who had a passion for farming before his emergence as governor, said farmers could not be neglected and that he would do everything within his power to revive the lost glory by providing all mechanical support for modern farming in the state. Governor Ahmed declared this during a meeting with all farmers in the state held at the State Government House, Lokoja, KOGI State. Our reporter has the details.
Hundreds of farmers across KOGI State converge on the premises of Government House to interact with the farmers-friendly Governor Ahmed Ododo. The Commissioner for Agriculture, Timothy Ojoman, said it's not just an occupation, but a life wire of the nation.
We are reminded of the pivotal role agriculture plays in the socio-economic fabric of our society. It is not merely an occupation. It is the lifeblood of our communities, sustaining livelihoods, driving economic growth, and nourishing our nation. Today's meeting marks a significant milestone in our collective journey towards agricultural excellence. It is a statement to our commitment to harnessing the vast potential of our agricultural value chain and empowering every stakeholder along the way. To our esteemed farmers, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering dedication and resilience in the face of challenges. You are the backbone of our agricultural sector, toiling tirelessly to feed our nation and beyond. Your hard work does not go unnoticed. And rest assured, your government, our government, and the farmers' government is fully committed to supporting you every step of the way.
Some of the key leaders who spoke at the meeting commended the governor for recognizing them. They reeled out their challenges.
Your Excellency, you deserve more than this. May Allah honor you. You will not die young. Any eyes that sees you and wish you the best, he will get the best. Whoever sees you and turn the other side, he will turn the other side. Yes, Your Excellency. Sir, having mentioned our needs of hunger and poverty and unemployment, we wish therefore to present our challenges as follows. 1, Your Excellency, massive land available in 21 local government areas, but are not tractable in order for doors for this. For the operation of hollowing, plugging, and rigging, to which we reality for cultivation. Your Excellency, this is number 1 of our problem. Major problem that the poor farmers face is clearing. Your Excellency, I know Allah will make you and empower you to do it for us. Honestly, guys are not lazy. Why I'm so happy that I'm before His Excellency this morning. Last week, I listened the promise you made for His Excellency. You are now on the track now. So this is fulfilling, promising governor of the state. You will live long. Your Excellency, the cost of farming input is another thing. We can no longer afford anything in terms of agriculture, not in KOGI State, but all over the nation. Your Excellency, we need your serious help in that area. Satisfied seed is part of it. How will you understand the fertilizer costs as much as 28,000 per bag? Can poor farmer afford it? We can't afford it, Excellency.
So we are employing on the state government to try as much as possible to monitor the issue of chemicals, the type of chemical, quality of chemicals used in the state. Then we also want a situation where the government will provide financial assistance in the form of subsidies, loans, grants, and the rest to farmers. Let farmers have access to loan, not necessarily through the commercial banks. And in most cases, going through the commercial banks is usually very difficult and, time wasting.
Sir, we are begging you, state government, help us clear land and give the land to us. We will pay for the cost of clearing to make it easier for the state government. From our proceed, we will pay back the cost of clearing.
Cultivating cassava in most of our farm locations today is the issue of having farmed cassava, the herdsmen come in. Your Excellency, I want to use this forum to thank the past immediate governor who was the security-minded governor. And I also want to appeal that in transition to your program, Your Excellency, the farmers of cassava are also pleading that the issue of the herdsmen should be well taken care of. Most farmers in Kogi who farm cassava are being marginalized over there in Jamata. And this is one of the major areas where the farmer should get encouraged. When you farm, you have the off-takers. But when you go to Jamata, Unikin, we are being denied these opportunities. Where we have cassava as our hub, and Kogi State being one of the hub of cassava in the whole country, why will it be that we have farmers supplying from Enugu, from Southwest and all others, where we have our own Kogi-owned base farmers being marginalized? So in that area, Your Excellency, we want that Uniken should also recognize Kogi State cassava farmers.
We are into rice farming. When you come to that place, what we just want, we want our Excellency, sir, to help us go and open our farm back in Okumiye and give us tractor and give us all the seed. And apart from that, we still have another land in Koto that we plant a lot of rice there.
We have enough. What I mean by enough is that in Ejibadea we have rice, confluence rice. That if we block the loopholes all, we can make a lot of things. The state government can invest on paddy rice to make sure the Umi dam will have farmers there.
Issues were raised about cultivating hybrid species of crops that will yield more revenue for the state. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Ododo has declared to improve food security through strategic support and collaboration with farmers across the state. According to him, his administration will address all challenges facing Kogi farmers, including insecurity, access to good roads, market, finances, infrastructure, and needed technology.
My esteemed members of Kogi State Farmers Association, which I belong to also, it is an honor to address you today at this critical stakeholders meeting as representative of the backbone of our nation's agricultural sector. Your roles in shaping the future of our agricultural landscape cannot be overemphasized. I stand before you with a deep appreciation for your tireless work you do day in, day out to feed our nation and beyond. And as one of your own, as the servant of the people, we are committed to working with you to find a lasting solution to the highlighted problems. In addition to address the challenges, let us also utilize the opportunities that line up before us, because agricultural sector hold immense potential for job creation, poverty alleviation, and economic development. Furthermore, I urge you all to leverage the collective strength of the Farmers Association to advocate for policies, programs, and initiatives that promote the interests of small-scale farmers, empower rural communities, and drive immense inclusive growth across the agricultural value chain. As we move forward, let us remember that we are partners in progress, working towards a common goal of building a vibrant and sustainable agricultural sector that serves the needs of our nation and preserve the livelihood of our farmers.
The governor, who was the product of the immediate past administration, said the ex-governor championed the procurement of hundreds of tractors, which were distributed to local government through their chairmen to ease the suffering the farmers go through during their cultivation. He promised to uncover where they were kept.
We procure over 100 tractors. The state gave about 40, if I'm not mistaken, for the benefit of our farmers. And these tractors was handed over to our children, our son, our brothers, not any other person from any other state. We must follow it up. And any local government chairman, any local government treasurer or DLG, HODs that is involved in the diversion of this tractor, please, we are going to get at you. So please, just give us time. I was once Auditor General for Local Government investigator, and I trust my brother. He will do justice to it. Your fight is our fight. Your cause is our cause. We will fight it for you. Because myself standing here today, I was raised from the farm. When that young man was talking about cassava, I just laughed. It was from the proceeds of cassava my mother and my father trained me. And as such, I will not fold my arms to see my fellow colleague. If I say my fellow colleague, I'm a farmer. My fellow farmers being cheated. We are going to take a proactive action, just like in the area of cashew. We are going to have a plan whereby an investor, if you are an investor, you must bring your processing plant to the land. We are going to work with the union. Government can be the off-taker. We will build our own warehouse and store them. Any investor that approach you, yes, we have resources. We are not saying they should not come. But you don't go out with our raw material going forward. Bring your processing plant, process it here, so that that can be a source of employment to our brothers and children. So, we are going to work in that line. I want to beg all of us to please exercise patience with us. Mr. President is doing his best day and night to make sure our past glory as a farmer is being restored back. We are going to be very practical. We are not going to deceive you. We are not going to cajole you. We will tell you the way it is, so that we can provide solutions to our problems together. So we are for you, we are with you, and we will serve you to the fullest.
The governor identified all crops farming and especially concentrated on cashew farming with a promise to reduce their multiple taxing. He assigned the State and Local Government Auditor General and the Internal Revenue Service Board to correct all abnormalities in the cashew market taxation. I am Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
The meeting between the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners and the officials of the federal government over the suspension of petroleum product loading activities ended in a deadlock evening. The meeting held in Abuja and was attended by the Minister of State Petroleum Resources, Enike Lokpobiri, with NARTO oil marketers and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. NARTO had, in a letter dated 15 February, addressed to the General Secretary of the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and signed by its national president, Othman Yusuf, directed its members to withdraw their trucks from petroleum product loading activities. The association noted that the decision to withdraw its operation was due to the high operational cost in the industry. The association had recently raised concern over the high cost of diesel required to power its trucks for the transportation of petroleum products across the country. In its letter, the association said it can no longer continue in business within the context of the current economic situation in the country. And now on politics. A female governorship aspirant in Edo State, Dr. Loretta Ogboro-Oko, has promised to focus on bringing governance to the people at the grassroots and impact life positively in the state if given the chance to serve. Dr. Loretta, who made the promise in an interview, said she will bring her wealth of experience to bear and bring about people-oriented programs and policies that will impact the lives of the citizens of Edo State positively. The governorship aspirant under the platform of the Labour Party said she has been waiting to see the progress of the party in Edo State, stating that the party is a force to be reckoned with in the coming contest in the state. Our reporter, Joshua Adinoye, has more.
Nigeria's electoral umpire, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has announced that the governorship race in Edo State will be conducted in September 2024, where electorate will once again move to the polling unit to decide who will lead them for the next 4 years using their permanent voters card, PVC. One of the aspirants aiming for the #1 seat of the state, Dr. Loretta Ogboro-Oko, believes she has all it takes to transform Edo State from its current state to an enviable height in view of her lofty plans for the people.
Since 2010, we set up a foundation, Ashanti Graham Foundation, and health and education initiative. We just kept on celebrating excellence. Donated equipment running into millions. So UBTH and other hospitals in the South Zone. You can go and verify. We gave UBTH their first operating microscope in neurosurgery. And over time, we've been giving scholarships to the best graduating students in surgery from the University of Benin and UBTH. And we've been doing this, hoping that we'll be catalysts to other people, to get them to celebrate excellence and to give back. Before I even embarked on this journey about a year ago, we sent people into Edo State to go and ask, from Edo North to Edo South, to ask people anonymously, what do the people of Edo State really want? Because most times, governance led by different people come on board, doing what they think the people want. Not really what the people need and what the people want. So we did this, and then we did what they call a thematic analysis. So we can analyze them. And now from their answers, what we go do when we become governor, we say we go break our intervention into 2 parts. The first one now, spending the people's money on the people. Let the people know, say, this government care. This government want join them. This government want near them. This government not feel far from them. And spending the people's money on the people means that we must fix healthcare. We must fix that education where they ask for. And we must do it in a way that it is the basic healthcare and basic education, leveraging on technology.
She appreciated women and supporters in Edo State for their support so far, explaining that she is out to better the lives of everyone in the state, especially those at the grassroots.
There's a certain fruit production industry, fruit juice production industry in Ikpeshi, in Edo State right now. You know they work. Why? Because we put the cart before the horse. Agriculture, not the hoe and cutlass only again. We need to mechanize them. Edo Central, they tell you say they not get water. We need to think out the box. How do we trap the runoff? How do we do artificial irrigation? And of course, tourism and diaspora. Edo State has one of the biggest diaspora population. But we've never actually laser focused that diaspora to be productive. So we must think of what they call sector-based remittance approach, as well as harnessing different ways to get the diaspora funds to be directed into what we do. And then you need to think about security and stability of governance. If not, nobody will come and invest in your economy. So once we get all these things right, we are sure that Edo State is going to take off. These are some of the plans we have for them.
Dr. Loretta also appealed to her supporters to remain law-abiding citizens, maintain peace, and as well put the interest of the state first in all their dealings, promising that she will not disappoint them when given the mandate. I am Joshua Adinoy, reporting for MLC TV.
As controversy continued to trail the result of Saturday governorship primary of the All Progressive Congress in Edo State, the resident electoral commission in the state, Dr. Unugbum Umuha, said that the Independent National Electoral Commission would only reckon with the exercise conducted at the venue communicated by the national leadership of the party. Umuha said by the decision of the Supreme Court, only the national leadership of a political party and not the state leadership could determine the venue of a primary election. According to him, in the Edo State case, the venue communicated to INEC by the APC national leadership was Louisville Hotel in Sirte. It was gathered that the Edo APC primary produced 3 winners. The Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, who is the chairman of Edo State Primary Election Committee, announced Dennis Idauza as winner at Poti Hotel. The state returning officer Stanley Guaja held a parallel announcement declaring Monday Okpobolo as winner. Also, Joe Babatunde, who claimed to be representing the returning officer in all the local government, declared Anamero Dekari as the winner of the election. The trio of Idauza, Okpobolo, and Dekari are laying claim to victory. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
It's new, fresh and hygienic. It's Umzi Soya Vegetable Oil. Umzi Soya Vegetable Oil is hygienically processed to nourish our bodies. Contains the most needed nutrients for healthy living. Umzi Soya Oil has omega-6, iron, zinc, and vitamins E and K, among others, that help to maintain cholesterol levels, strengthen the immune system, healthy bones, improve skin health, and many more. It does not foam, fume, or congeal. It is a refined cooking oil for consumers, retailers, and wholesalers. To buy Umzi Soya Oil, quickly go to Umzi Soya Vegetable Oil Station along Shetima Barracks Road, beside Otokiti Estate Gate. With Umzi Soya Vegetable Oil, you and your family are more healthy and stronger. For more information, please call 0706 7213 4171 or 0806 058 0048. Umzi Soya Vegetable Oil, satisfying customers at a reduced cost. Buy Umzi Soya Vegetable Oil today and thank me later. Umzi Soya Oil, option for high heat cooking with health benefits.
Welcome back. And now, on crime. 50 trucks conveying foodstuffs out of the country to Niger Republic were intercepted by the Zamfara State Transport Agency. The agency, which was enforcing a presidential directive meant to arrest the food crisis and hoarding, grounded the trucks loaded with assorted grains. President Bola Tinubu has earlier ordered the throw of the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu and Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun and the Director General of Department of State Services Yusuf Bache to collaborate with state governors and go after those hoarding foodstuff. The decision was taken during the President's meeting with the governors in Abuja on current food crisis triggered by the hikes in transportation costs after the fuel subsidy removal and the inability of farmers to harvest their crops because of bandits and kidnappers. Nigeria Customs Service also said it stopped 15 trailers conveying foodstuff through the Sokoto border to Niger Republic. Also, the Kano state government sealed 10 warehouses said to be hoarding food items, confirming the interception of the 50 truck in Zamfara, Shehu Sani, an indigenous of Zolum town in Zolum local government area of the state, told journalists that the vehicles were stopped at Gidan Jaja village close to the Nigerian border and Niger Republic. And now on the foreign scene. The U.S. has proposed a draft resolution at the UN Security Council which calls for a temporary ceasefire in Gaza. It has also warned Israel against invading the overcrowded city of Rafah. The U.S. has previously avoided the word ceasefire during UN votes on the war, but President Joe Biden has made similar comments. However, the U.S. plans to veto another draft resolution from Algeria, which calls for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire. More than 1 million displaced Palestinians, who represent about half a Gaza population, are crammed into Rafah after being forced to seek shelter there. The UN has issued its own warning that a planned Israeli offensive in the city could lead to a slaughter. The Israeli military campaign has killed 29,000 people in the Palestinian territory, according to the Hamas-run health ministry there. Guinea's military junta, which seized power in a coup in September 2021, has dissolved the government. The announcement was made through a presidential decree read on state TV by the Presidency Secretary General, Brigadier General Amara Kamara. Kamara did not disclose the reason for the dissolution or say when a new government will be put in place. Ministers in the dissolved government were ordered to surrender their passports and official vehicles. Their bank accounts have additionally been frozen. The junta also instructed security agencies to seal all the country's borders until government ministries have been fully handed over to the junta. Lower-level officers will temporarily manage state ministries until a new government is appointed, said Kamara. The dissolved government was led by Bernard Gumoru, who had been appointed prime minister by coup leader Mandi Doumbouya. And now in sport. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Ododo has celebrated Kogi-born Super Eagle goalkeeper Ojoolorunleke Oluwasegun, who was part of the just concluded AFCON 2023 in the Ivory Coast country. The governor received him and his entourage at the government house, Lokoja. The governor, who could not hide his joy, approved a piece of land and a state award to be served to Olorunleke for making Kogi proud. Ojoolorunleke was accompanied by the Super Eagle coordinator guidance and team manager both at the federal and state level. Our reporter has more.
Football as a game has over the years tagged as an agent in Nigeria and across the nations. It does not know if you are Igbo, Yoruba or Hausas. Football has the capacity to unite even enemies. That is how powerful it was. And in Kogi State, the governor Ahmed Ododo has promised to leverage on this super game to bring youth and elderly together with an objective to build a better united Kogi State. In their separate remarks, the National Super Eagle Welfare, Guidance and Team Manager joined with the State Football Association to eulogize the performance of Governor Ahmed Ododo within the short period in the office. Presented to him a new jersey that suggests the revolution of sports activities in the state. The visiting Super Eagle team was led by the State Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Monde Ayegbe.
You are the people's governor who is so much interested in developing the sports here in our state. We thank you for this short while that you have come on board to lead your people. You have shown keen interest. You have done what we consider as the most interesting part of your developmental stride in sport. We want to thank you. Despite the short notice, you granted us this audience, and we say we appreciate you, we thank you. So may God continue to make your reign peaceful.
This is not the first time Kogi State will be hosting the Super Eagles. During the tenure of your predecessor Alhaji Yahya Adoza Bello, the White Lion, the Super Eagles legends were hosted in Lokoja, and that kick-started what ended up becoming a national movement to use the Super Eagles legends to unite the country. So the Super Eagles are synonymous with unity. Your Excellency, as a federation, we have also keyed into the Super Eagles to see how we can also deepen the culture of unity in our state. During the course of the Nations Cup, there was a campaign that was ongoing called the Let's Do It Again campaign. The campaign was aimed at energizing the Super Eagles towards winning the Nations Cup in Ivory Coast. Unfortunately, they didn't win, but guess what they did? They made us recommit ourselves to the Nigerian project. To promote unity in our state, we came up with a slogan for the KOGI Football Association: play football, promote unity. Unfortunately, the first beneficiary is our own governor, Ododo.
Thank you. God bless you for what you are doing, and your tenure will be one that we'll never forget in this KOGI state.
The star Kogi-born Super Eagle goalkeeper Ojo Ololuleke Oluwasegun used the occasion to congratulate the governor on his successful election and subsequently his inauguration. He called for immediate provision of vehicles and a facelift of the state's conference stadium to attract more sports activities from across the state and the nations.
Your Excellency, sir, I'm here this afternoon to appreciate God Almighty for what He has done for me, and also the great privilege to meet you in person. I've been hearing a lot about you, and today I'm seeing you face to face, which I think is something I'm living forever to celebrate. Yeah, I will also say I'm a proud son from Kogi State. A lot of people have been saying that it's from here, it's from there, and I was bold enough to tell them that I'm not from Delta State, I'm not from Kaduna State, I'm not from Cross River State, I am from Kogi State. So, Daddy, I am very happy, and I will also congratulate you too for your victory. And I believe that by the special grace of God, the God that has brought you to this level will never leave you alone. But for a very long time, I've been following them up and supporting them too. You know, but one of their major challenges for a very long time now is on the issue of welfare and maybe their transport, how they convey themselves to where they play, to their match venue, which I mean the buses that they've been traveling with. Same thing with the female team too. So what I believe by the grace of God and your presence here now, there will be change. I know, I believe that. So, and again, the stadium, you know, my best performances so far by playing on that stadium, because I know that my people will be coming to watch me. But for like 5 years now, the stadiums has really not been okay for any proper match to be played on. So I really want to plead, sir, that you should help me use your power to do something about it, sir, which I know that I believe you will do it. I'm so confident.
Governor Ahmed Ododo assured them of his administration support and assigned the secretary to the state government to arrange for the state award to honor Ojo Oloruleke, among other gifts he has announced.
You will be encouraged by the state government and the people of Kogi State for you to encourage more younger ones to be successful in their choosing careers so that they can contribute to the development and growth of our dear state. And as such, I am part of you. I struggle like you. You have chosen this career, and the state government and people of Kogi State will support you to the fullest. Chairman, I want to appreciate you for standing by him, by the team, and for representing us well. Indeed, yourself, your team members, and everyone has made us proud, and you are a true ambassador of our dear state. And as such, in line with Mr. President, you know, he has already laid that precedent. The precedent of recognizing those that are doing well. And as such, I have discussed with my council members, we are going to give you, the team manager and the technical manager, a plot of land. This land will be directed to locate a very viable and conducive location for you people, so that you can come back home and invest in our land. See that we have come to realize that what has been affecting us is this issue of unity. And by the special grace of God, we are going to use a football platform to bring our youth together, to bring our elders on one table, so that we can discuss the affairs of our dear state. Because we believe in the unity, we believe in the template of unity that has been laid by His Excellency Alagi. We must build on it. If we don't come together to fight the cause for our common people, nobody is coming to do it for us. That is the plain truth. And as such, I want to sincerely appreciate each and every one of us for this singular honor bestowed on me this afternoon to receive you. I don't know when you started your career. I have never met with you, but you have chosen to recognize your state because you are a true son of the soil. And as such, this will not be taken for granted. I sincerely appreciate you. Please, SRG,
Your Excellency,
we are going to give him the State Service Award. We are going to work it out. He's our own. If we don't celebrate our own, nobody is going to celebrate him for us.
that's true.
We must project him. We must show the entire world that we value our own.
On their demands, he promised an immediate release of vehicles to aid the state team to and fro wherever they wish to go and play ball. He concluded that the state stadium will in no distance time wear a new look.
So we are going to work on it one after the other, especially the issue of office. We are not going to delay it. Mobility, I will do that one personally. When you have peace and unity, every other things will be done seamlessly. So, Hassan has already tied this request and the entire body to unity, and that is where I stand. So we are going to get it, and by the special grace of God, in no distance time, people will be coming to to Kogi State to book for our stadium.
You will recall that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ahmed, on the arrival of the Super Eagles team, honored them with millions of naira, a piece of land, and a flat each to celebrate them for taking the Super Eagles to a winning level at the just concluded Falcon 2023 in Ivory Coast. I am Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
The Deeper Life High School, Mowe campus, has launched a sports academy that will discover and train teenagers in different sporting activities with a 2-year program. This was disclosed at the weekend by school administrator Emmanuel Eze during the 6th Biennial Inter-House Sports Competition, which was held at the campus. The event was chaired by Rear Admiral Sunday Aktapa and attracted other dignitaries as well as parents. According to Eze, the academy, which took off recently, already has over 60 students. He added that the sports academic won't affect the students' academic performance. Nigerian top-ranked badminton player Awolowo won the African men's singles title for a 3rd time in a row at the just concluded All-African Senior Badminton Championship in Cairo, Egypt. He was the African champion in 2022 and 2023 before he made it in 3 consecutive wins in Egypt. He had also won the AASC men's singles title in 2019 in Port Harcourt at the African Games in Morocco in 2019. Opeyori qualified for the final, defeating compatriot Victor Ikechukwu 21-13, 19-21, 21-9 to renew an old rivalry with Mauritania Julian Paul, and again asserted his dominance, winning 2-1 to clinch the African men's single title for a 5th time in history. According to Opeyori, his triumph will boost his chances of qualifying for the forthcoming Olympics scheduled for July 26 to August 11 in Paris, France. Nigeria won 7 medals, 1 gold, 2 silvers and 4 bronze in the competition. Joy Dada has the entertainment gist.
Welcome to entertainment segments. It's your girl Joy Dada. In Africa, controversial Nigerian media personality Ifedayo Olarinde, aka Daddy Freeze, has raised an alarm that famine is looming in the country. He said that the naira will continue to depreciate as long as Nigeria isn't exporting enough commodities to gain hard currencies in return. He advised Nigerians who are earning poor wages in the city to return to their village and venture into farming in a bid to combat the looming famine. Veteran singer and former member of the Remedies, Edward Asheidu Brown, popularly known as Eddie Remedy, has claimed that his father was among those who wrote the Nigerian national anthem. He said his father, Asheidu Brown, a retired police officer, was in the Nigerian police band that composed the national anthem, but all the credits were given to his boss, Benedict Ellis Odias, the director of the band. The veteran singer noted that to date, his father has not been given any national honor for his contribution to the national anthem. Eddie Remedy claimed his father's sad experience made him oppose his son's musical career because he believed that he will never be rewarded by Nigeria. And on foreign scene, in an exclusive interview with SM Magazine, Globa superstar Beyonce Knowles Carter has officially launched her much-anticipated hair care line, Thecred, marking a significant expansion into the beauty industry. The multi-talented artist and entrepreneur first hinted at the project in May 2023 through an Instagram post that sparked widespread speculation among her fans. Until now, Details surrounding the launch has been shrouded in secrecy. The inspiration behind Sacred is deeply personal and pays homage to Beyonce's rich family heritage and the pivotal role hair care has played in their lives. And that is all on our entertainment for today. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Joy. The management, staff, students, and the entire campus of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, have been thrown into mourning following the untimely death of Olabode Olawuyi. Olabode Olawuyi, who was in charge of the Obafemi Awolowo University Zoo, was attacked as he was feeding the lions, the OAU said. The other members of staff who were at the scene of the incident did everything within their power to rescue their boss, but the white cat had already caused severe fatalities. The lion has since been put down. The Zookeeper, a veterinary technologist, had been taking care of the lions since they were born on campus about 9 years ago. The university management has sent a delegation to the family of the deceased, imploring them to take solace in God, who gives lives and has the power also to take it. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamire, said he was saddened by the incident and ordered a thorough investigation into the immediate and remote causes of the incident. And that is the size of our news package. If you like what we are doing, do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Ibira Vabe, MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021, X handle, Malachi TV, and TikTok, Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contribution, comment, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachi TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's Ward, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It's Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keepers to build a happier and better society together. I am Abiodun Sadiq.